Lesson 3.3 Invalidation Recognizing Disrespectful Communication. What is invalidation? Invalidation is when one partner dismisses, belittles, or undermines the other's feelings, thoughts, or experiences. And it can be sneaky. Sometimes it shows up as a subtle eye roll, a sarcastic comment, or simply ignoring your partner's concerns. Other times, it's more obvious, like directly criticizing their feelings or telling them they're overreacting. This type of communication can slowly erode a relationship, creating emotional distance, resentment, and a breakdown of trust. If your partner feels like their emotions aren't being acknowledged or respected, it becomes harder and harder to keep that emotional connection strong. Key characteristics of invalidation: dismissing emotions. Phrases like, "you're overreacting," or "it's not that big of a deal," minimize your partner's feelings, making them feel like their emotions aren't valid. Sarcasm or mocking. Throwing in some sarcasm or mocking how your partner feels. That's a fast track to making them feel small and unheard. Ignoring concerns. When one partner consistently ignores or avoids addressing the other's concerns, it sends the message that their feelings just don't matter. Minimizing experiences. Downplaying what your partner is going through, like saying it's not that bad, or "you're making too much out of this," can make them feel isolated and frustrated. How to avoid invalidation. Creating an environment where both of you feel heard, seen, and respected is crucial for a healthy relationship. Here's how to avoid falling into the invalidation trap. 1. Practice empathy. Step into your partner's shoes. Even if you don't completely agree with their perspective, try to understand where they're coming from. A little empathy goes a long way in keeping that connection alive. 2. Acknowledge feelings. A simple, "I can see why you're upset," or "I understand this is important to you," can work wonders. You don't have to agree, but showing that you value their feelings helps build trust. 3. Avoid judgment. Resist the urge to label your partner's emotions as right or wrong. Just because you wouldn't feel the same way doesn't mean their feelings aren't valid. 4. Sometimes the best way to validate your partner's experience is by simply listening, without cutting them off or offering solutions right away. 5. Use open-ended questions. Encourage your partner to share more by asking questions like, "Can you tell me more about how you're feeling?" Or, "What do you think would help?" This shows you're invested in understanding them better. Reflection exercise. Take a moment to think about your recent interactions with your partner. Reflect on these questions. Have there been times when you accidentally dismissed or minimized your partner's feelings? How did your partner react when their emotions were dismissed or overlooked? What can you do to create a more validating environment in your relationship going forward? By practicing validation, you'll strengthen your emotional connection and build a deeper sense of trust in your relationship.